going on, everybody? How's it going? I forgot to do something. Hold on. How's it going, everybody? What's up? What's up? We're back with Sonny Boy. My bad. We're here. Now, I know last week I said I was going to stream, but you know, this thing called life, it's so busy, it's so hectic between work and everything else. Wasn't able to. But last week was the episode that I feel like I should have did a discussion for, and we didn't. Of all the episodes, that was the one, and I didn't. I suck. I'm sorry. Hey, pipe. But the comment section for this one, usually, and I'm not sure how the people in the comments who left the comments, like, I don't know if they watched the stream or watched alongside of it or had these thoughts independently, but usually we'll always bounce ideas off of each other, right? We'll be talking, babbling. One person says something, and then rabbit hole. We end up coming up with these decent theories. What's up, X? When the internet down since 9? Oh gosh, that's terrible. I hate that. I hate losing internet. But last week, the comment section for the streams helped me out so much because I was genuinely like confused, but I knew I liked the episode. But I was genuinely confused at where the episode went, how it resolved everything. And the comment section, like, legit 100% helped me out because it was like 4 or 5 different people. They were like, they said, if you look at it, whenever it's the principal's, yeah, it sucks. But the principal said the person that was falling was War. So, and we've seen previously in previous episodes that whenever we solve an issue with a certain world that we're in, I forgot what they call it in the show, but you get some sort of item from clearing it. So with War was falling, and by getting rid of War, like what we did at the end of the episode, we got the gun. And then from getting the gun, Nozomi fell. And then from Nozomi, a compass appeared. So you can relate that to the holdovers. Thank you. You can relate that to the episode about Yamabiko when he had his experience with War and how everybody necessarily wasn't dying, but they were turning into these red crystals. So they were turning sort of into inanimate objects. And we've seen, like, in front of our faces in episode 10, 2 individuals who were dealt with, right? Seemingly dead, but dealt with, turn into inanimate objects. Nozomi apparently into a compass because of her ability. And whatever War was, if that was War, truly War, turned into a gun. So, I was right. Like, the comments legit helped me out. Because anything I just said right now, that wasn't coming out of my mouth after the first watch last week. So everyone that was in the comments, I wish I could quickly pull them up, I would. But I appreciate you guys, I really do. I still feel like I'm overexposed. Like, my face feels a little too bright. But I appreciate you guys because it definitely helped out. And then someone today left a comment about, I don't want to butcher his words, but he left a comment today saying that there's a possibility that the principal is just someone that was one of the first people maybe that drifted, and he just started to age because he drifted so long ago. So he could just be someone that just had like this dumb ability from going adrift, and everyone else kept going adrift, and he became like this individual with all the status. And like anything is like the comment that he left today, it was really dope. I'm like, oh, you definitely might be onto something. So I'm not gonna waste any more time because Sonny Boy has 12 episodes or 13 episodes. This is either the penultimate episode, or we still have another episode after next week's episode. So I'm not entirely sure. But I'm gonna mute this music up so we can get started. Definitely interested to see where this episode today goes. All right. There we go. There we go. Voila. All right. Sonny Boy episode 11. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so there's 2 left. Thank you. That's also volume. Oh, also someone mentioned something about Mizuho's ability as well. Like if they were when they were going through like their thing, like the looking at the reels of their life, if she would have used her ability during that point, could have done anything. Okay. I will say the soundtrack for this series is great. Like Nozomi's not gonna come back. Oh look it, Rajatani. I feel like if he only watches dub, recommend it to him. If like if you enjoy it, I would recommend it to him. He won't have any, like if he doesn't watch sub, he doesn't have anything to reference to. Oh, this is sad. Do you think anybody will come back? I wonder if people will come back. Like that'd be sad if no one came back. Sucky. Is that him? Is that Rajdani? No. Who is that? That is him. What has he been doing? Feels good to have him back, man. 2,000 years? That's got to be so interesting. Rajdani has like 2,000 years of life that he's lived, and they haven't lived that long. Like when I say they, I mean um Nagara and Mizuho. That's so interesting to me. Like that's super interesting. Tsubasa. That's got to be terrible. Can you send in that postcard? That's sucky. Huh. Look at me. Sorry. I really like that song that was playing. Holy wow. Holy wow. I'll use that from now on. Holy wow. Okay. Okay. So it was just bare. What's up, Moon? Really? Hmm. Oh, really? Why does this happen? Why does it always freeze during Sunny Boy? Is that many people watching it that it would happen? It never freezes during anything else. Probably. So far, not really, but probably Moon. Wow. I understand. Nothing weird like that so far. Nothing weird like that so far. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was an interesting way to use her ability. That's how they were able to wow. Wow. Advanced civilization? Rajdhani's just a well of knowledge now. So it was war then. Possibility that could be war. That's saying something. That's wait. That's how hard he gripped it. I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. Been along for too live. Been along for too live. Been alive for too long. Oh, she's still pointing. Yes, it did, pipe. Just a little bit. The possibility of them, right? So that's the path I was leaning on. Eat food. Line up. Eat. That's me. You need someone like her around. That's all that's needed. That's all that's needed. The position on the compass changed. Did you see that? Resolve and sacrifice. Do explain. Nagara is what? Nagara is what? Oh gosh, they're not gonna tell us. This feels sad. Oh my gosh. I just have this terrible feeling at the pit of my stomach. I really, that cat has my mouth wide open. This is pretty crazy. This is so crazy. They're legit in space. He caught their attention. This show, man, every week something crazy happens. Like, just like taken aback by this show. Mm, I'm just like taken aback. I'm like truly taken aback by the show. Um, I don't even know what to talk about from this episode. I may would want to go back and look at a few of the different stories that Rajdhani was telling. Well, I want to go back to, where is it? Is this too far? It's definitely too far. Hold on. So further back? Right here. Right here. That looks like Hoshi if I ain't never seen Hoshi in my life. That looks like Hoshi to me. 100%. 100%. There's no way that isn't Hoshi. Look at that. That's him. Hold on. I know I got a picture of Hoshi saved. I know I do. Hold on. Hold on. There's no way that isn't Hoshi. Kidding me? Even just the fact of the shirt tucked in. I know it's stupid, but it just fits. It fits. Where's the Sonny boy? Right. Oh, I don't have a picture of Hoshi saved. Hold on. Hold on. Hoshi. Images. I think that looks like Hoshi to me. I'm gonna be angry. That looks like Hoshi to me. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of Hoshi. It really does. Hold on. Let me pull this back just a little bit more. That looks like you gotta take into consideration that this individual has gone crazy. Right? You have to take into consideration that this person has gone crazy. That looks like Hoshi. That looks like, pull up a picture of Hoshi with the crazy eyes and just try to look at it like this. Yeah, man. I can rock with that. I can. Same length hair. Same color eyes, same color hair. That's just too much of a coincidence. That's the same smile. That's Hoshi, pipe. That's Hoshi. It's 100% Hoshi. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Check this. Check this. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if this works. That looks like that. That 100% looks like it. Like that look. That kind of smile. Hold on. If I can switch back to. That looks like that to me, man. That feels spot on. Like that feels spot on to me. That's Hoshi. And also, I can look at it as in this way. Oh, that's right. There's a freaking Nintendo Direct happening right now. I can look at it this way of Nozomi, Mizuho, and Nagara were Rajdhani's friends, right? So he would come back and do exactly what he did for them. Nobody else in this class would he consider friends. So for Rajdhani to have lived 2,000 years, mind you, he's lived 2,000 years worth of life. So if he were to come across an old classmate, would they just be, at that point, they would have no importance to him. They would just be people he recognizes. But would it matter if he remembered them? Not really, because they weren't his friends. So who knows how far into this journey, this 2,000 year journey that he's been on, did he run into them? And he could have run back into these people. And like that group that went off with Hoshi and everybody else could have absolutely done everything that Rajdhani explained. And then at the end of it, Hoshi's the one that's just like on the outskirts of everything. Kind of tired of it all. Like I feel like that's somewhat up Hoshi's alley. Because Hoshi could be Hoshi was gung ho about everything, and then a few things started to happen. He started to spiral a little bit, and then we brought him back, and then he gained purpose again, and then they projected forward, and we haven't seen them since. So there honestly could have been a possibility, no matter how long, however many years it's been for them that's passed, that something could have shaken Hoshi, and they could have just moved on, and Hoshi just could have left that grouping but not have gone too far and just wanted to be done with this. I don't know. Something about the eyes doesn't convince me. That's Hoshi pipe. I think so. I want to go through this story again. I'm gonna go through the story again. Uh-huh. Student who was obsessed with dying. Okay. It feels like Hoshi too, though. It feels like Hoshi, the Hoshi that we were introduced to in the first couple of episodes. And after Hoshi's experience with the principal, he could have these feelings, right? Like these feelings of being angry after the experience that he had, that they all had, mind you. Hold on, what did you say? Okay. And what is Hoshi's ability again? Wasn't it something like the Grim Reaper or something? I don't know. Like mental images, something. Doing something like messing with people. I think the phrase died with hilarious. That's with dying by flying colors is hilarious. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like this describes Hoshi, doesn't it? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But he's like, he didn't look all different. He all different from who he was before he died. But with each passing day, the changes began appearing. The inventor no longer had any desires. He accepted what he saw in front of him, was content with it, and no longer offered any criticism or hatred of anyone. He became a well-adjusted person. That sounds like Hoshi to me. Because what was Hoshi like? What was Hoshi's personality in bringing together the student council and how they interacted with the students and everything? It was not much unlike this, right? Like Hoshi he wanted them to be a certain way. He wanted them to act a certain way. They had to act by a certain code. They needed to do everything. He always was stepping in, interjecting whenever things would happen, with his own personal opinions on how everybody should feel. It sounds like Hoshi to me. Like all of this just sounds like Hoshi. It really does. Especially the line of right here. Where is it? Not this one. Where is it? He accepted what he saw in front of him. And we know Hoshi never did that. Hoshi always strove for something. How is he different from before then? What do you mean? No, Rajdhani is explaining that. He's explaining that in the days leading up to his death, how all of those things started to change in this individual. Right? He's saying that that's what Hoshi used to be. He stopped doing all of the things that he used to do. Like if those are changes, then either way, this was in the past somehow right before he changed. I don't understand. I don't understand because I think that was after his death. I don't know. Okay. And he died with flying colors. Still Hoshi. But I understand. Because in this moment, can't take this out of the context of the episode, because in this moment they were talking about the different, because Rajdhani was like death is weird in this world. Like death was weird. Not all death is the same. So it's like we've seen people turn into inanimate objects, and seemingly what Rajdhani is saying in this is that he created this Hoshi changed right before they left, didn't he? Therefore he had already changed. But there's a possibility he could have slipped and backslid. It's always a possibility. Rajdhani said that the inventor started to act differently after he died, not that he started to act like before. I feel like there's a possibility that Hoshi could have backslid, especially. Well, there's no telling how much time passed. There's a possibility. It's all like it's all unknown because they've been out of sight. We haven't seen anything. We don't know how much time they've experienced and lived. So there's no telling that once they take off in that black cube thing that Hoshi doesn't change back to or revert back to what he used to be before. It could have been in that moment. Yes, he changed a little bit to get this job done, but you never know. It's just from our perspective. Hoshi was a certain way, and then Hoshi started to change. And then Hoshi left, and we've never seen Hoshi again. And now I feel, and me personally, I feel like with Rajdani being with Rajdani coming back, it feels like there's so many variables that's pointing to Hoshi. I feel like there's so many variables that's pointing to Hoshi. The only people we've seen from our class was with Miss Aki, and Rajdani was with our class, and he's lived so much life. So I wouldn't be surprised if every story that he told us was individuals that we know, and through what Rajdani is telling us, can we take those clues and apply them to characters as we last saw them and as they last acted. I feel like it fits. I do feel like it fits. I do. Well, like I was saying, we can't take this out of the context of the conversation that they were having about how death is weird in this world, and that it varies and it's very different. So this person created this machine, this invention that essentially killed him. It killed everything. It changed. I won't say killed. It changed every single aspect of that individual as he used to be, and he completely viewed every single aspect of life completely differently. So that individual that was living, nothing of that person existed in the way that it used to be. So I don't know oops, hold on, knocked over my capture card. But I don't know I don't know if that fits, like, yeah, I guess it does. I was gonna say I don't know if that fits dying, but I do think it does, because it's a death of that identity. So I do. Yeah. It does fit, but that's why I'm starting to lean on the fact of every single story that Rajdani told us is someone that we know. That's what I'm feeling like. I don't think this is just like Hoshi is just one person and then these other. I think all the stories Rajdani told are characters that we've experienced. They're not going to tell us that they're characters we experienced, but if we're able to assess their characters as who they were for 6 episodes that we viewed them, and however long has passed for them, and then telling them again, like vaguely giving us a story about them, can we fit it? I think it's possible that every single story is about someone that we know, which leads me to believe that if the first guy with this girl that he loved and was in denial, it being Asakaze, then why wouldn't Hoshi be the other person? I think it'd be weird for Rajdani to tell us about a story about someone we do know, and then tell us a story about some random individual that we don't know. Why not have both of those stories be individuals that we do know? Especially especially during an episode when there's a lot of reflection and looking back at different aspects of things, trying to figure out what we do when we move forward. What more than to give us two characters, right? Oh my god. that's what I'm thinking. Why not give us a bunch of characters that we have experienced? That's what I'm thinking. Not really sure I'm gonna really thought about it, I can't say that. I don't know. Where's that story at? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not, spit it out. You can't say that she did love him. But if I remember vaguely closely, jeez, I'm sorry. But if I'm remembering, when Nozomi found out that Asakaze liked her, her name's Tsubasa, right? The one that can read minds. When she told her that, and it was like kind of put out there, Nozomi didn't not say she didn't like them. Nozomi said, I wouldn't talk to you because you're doing X, Y, and Z, right? It wasn't like a denial. It was kind of like if you acted like this, then possibly, but because you act like this, there's no way that it would ever happen. So who knows? I'm supposed to be paying attention to the story, but I'm not. I'm sorry. You know what? Could it not be Nozomi, and could it have been what's her name? The other girl? Could that be possible? Because I didn't think the girl was ugly, but everyone... Yeah, Tsubasa. I didn't think she was ugly from like how she was drawn, but seems like everybody else in this world thinks she is. So if somehow, some way, through like the death of Nozomi or something crazy, that they did grow in attachment, and somehow were together, and he viewed her prettier than what she actually was, and whatever pocket world that they decided to live in, time just goes much faster than anywhere else when they're just able to live. And even she eventually got sick and tired of the way that he was acting, and she left. Who knows? It could be something like that. Who sent this? I didn't think nothing of it, but Nagata was doing something. What was that? I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I feel like I've reached the point where I've exhausted all of my thoughts. I have no return on my investment. And I'm done. That's like I think so. I think so. You're not wrong. Oh no. I'm pooped. You got anything else? Because I don't. Excuse me. I hope in the comments that if some other people have some, excuse me, if some other people have some thoughts about where this could possibly be going, please drop them in there. I sure hope it wasn't Ocean. I don't know. Whatever this invention is, it's like the electric chair, partial lobotomy, stuff like that. I don't know. They're showing that chair. I feel like that's so important, and I don't know why. I'm like, they hold on this, right? They hold on this image of the chair. It just feels like it's so important. And also, why do we get visuals of this individual and we don't get visuals of the other story? Right? We got no visuals whatsoever of the other story. We just saw images of Mizuho and Rajdhani doing things. But why for this one? do we get to get a glimpse at who the individual was. We get to see the chair. We get to see all of this. Why? Is it because of the subject nature that we were speaking about? This is probably just more important? Or is it to actually tease something? I don't know. I feel like that's important. I do feel like that's important. Oh, man. All right, that's all I got. I'm looking forward to next week. If you got anything, please drop them in the comments. We could figure this thing out together. I tried. I tried. I don't got anything else. Appreciate you for hanging out with me. Watch them not go back to it anyways. Probably not, but thank you for being here with me. I appreciated it. Another good episode of Sonny Boy. Very somber episode, but it then ends up being a little bit hopeful because we launch ourselves out into space while also getting the attention of the principal. So however, like whatever direction it turns, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. So thank you again, and I'll catch you next Thursday for episode 12, which will be the penultimate episode for Sonny Boy. So thank you again. Appreciate you. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.